podcast brought to you by WHOU and WFKT, by Bowers Funeral Home, the County Federal Credit Union, TNT, Northern Maine Community College, Scoville Building Supply, FAP Body, United Insurance, J. McLaughlin Construction, Daigle Oil Company, Priority Auto Sales, Rick Hannigan Plumbing, Cushman & Sons, KVHC, County Ag and Turf, Bolton Tire and Steelstone, Maine Equipment, Griffith Ford, Napa and Coastal Auto Parts, Pat's Pizza, Madigan Home Healthcare, Pioneer Times, Pioneer Broadband, Thompson and Hamill, Aroostook Limousines, Huber Engineered Woods, Jeans Electronics, County Physical Therapy, Katahdin Trust Company, White Smiles, Maine Baseball Academy, S.W. Collins, Nortrax, Herring Brothers. Now let's go down to the floor.
Hermon lost 4 in a row.
Yep. All right, and welcome to Hermon High School, where tonight we have a Class B boys action featuring the visiting MDI Trojans coming in with a record of 7-9, squaring off against the home Hermon Hawks record 11-5, and Ryan Lincoln alongside Brian McDormand. Brian winding down as we're in the final week of the regular season, hard to believe, and a lot of heel points on the line for both these clubs tonight, and positioning a must for both clubs.
Yeah, if you're reading the, welcome basketball fans, but if you're reading the heel points, a lot of things can juggle around here. Huge game for MDI tonight. They're sitting 10th right now in heel points at 7-9, and could really move up with 2 wins. They play, I believe, Ellsworth on Thursday night at home, and looking to get into a home prelim. I'm sure they could really move up with those if they could win tonight and their next game. And Hermon kind of reeling right now with the loss of their top player, Isaac Varney, who's up the top of everybody's every category in the scoring, rebounding, assists, steals, defensive play. He's out for with a foot injury. So Hermon looking to go to someone else here to see who can step up in this game right here. They also have a chance, Hermon, to move up to third in heel points, and if you get in that 2-3 spot, you probably have a good chance of not having to face Caribou.
Well, this MDI team, we seen them the other night, last Thursday up in Orono. They started off slow in that one, a little sluggish, then only gave up 10 points in the second half and came away with a double-digit victory, and I'm sure they'd like to do the same tonight here on the road. And 2 teams with contrasting styles. MDI wants to get up and down compared to Hermon wanting to play in the half court.
Yeah, I haven't seen MDI yet this year, but I know from experience against Coach Norwood, they'll be aggressive and pull out all the stops to try to get a victory here on the road tonight. Hermon will rely on their relentless defensive pressure in the half court, and like to see where they're going to any new wrinkles here to get some scoring. I'm sure MDI will go down in the post to their fine post player, Porter Isaacs.
MDI, a team that really plays off the temperament of their coach in Coach Norwood. So let's take a break. When we come back, Brian will get pregame interviews with both coaches. So we'll be back in 1 minute here on WHOU.
White Smiles Family Dentistry realizes that life gets busy. We have locations in Presque Isle and Fort Fairfield to better accommodate your busy schedule. If you need to see a dentist but don't want to wait months for an appointment, then call White Smiles Family Dentistry. We are always accepting new patients and can accommodate you as quickly as possible. We offer the area's most complete dentistry, including implants, extractions, root canals, and implant-retained dentures, which saves you from trips downstate or transfers to another dental office. Don't wait months to see your dentist. Call White Smiles Family Dentistry today.
Pioneer Fiber to the Home is now available in Holton, Sherman, Stacyville, Calais, and Baileyville. Streaming live events in high definition like high school basketball is best viewed with the most stable and fastest connections. Pioneer Broadband delivers state-of-the-art fiber directly into your home to handle all of your most demanding internet needs. Don't get left behind with slower technology. Get the fiber you need. Pioneer Broadband.
All right, welcome back to Hermon High School. Brian has made his way down to the floor. He's alongside MDI head coach. And we'll send it down to the floor to Brian.
Just exchanging pleasantries, but, down the end of the season, to me it looks like you've been up and down this year, but played really well at times, and none bigger than this game tonight for you guys.
It's a huge game. It's a big heel point game for us. We're not quite solidly into the tournament yet. We're pretty close, but if we want to control our own destiny, we've got to win one of these two last week games.
Yeah, and I guess Thursday night you have Ellsworth. I know you're not even looking at that yet, but those two games right there, you could actually shoot up to 6th or 7th, get a home game.
Yeah. Obviously these guys, both teams have had great years. I feel like if we play our best game, we have a chance to compete with both of them. So just hoping that we play well.
I know your team's coach, they're always going to be aggressive, get out there. You're going to go down inside to the big guy tonight, Porter.
Yeah, Porter's been our probably most consistent player all year. He's had a really good, solid junior year. We haven't done a great job consistently getting him the ball, so hopefully that's something that we can do tonight.
So he can really make your team go?
Yeah. We can play through him. He's a really good passer, so when he gets it going a little bit and teams have to double team him, he'll find the open man. He's really unselfish. He's a really good player.
Okay, and what are you going to do tonight? I know Hermon's struggling a little bit right now and probably looking for somebody to set the tone for them offensively.
Yeah, well, I think they still got two really good offensive players with Gogan and Reed. So we're going to spend some time. We spent some time talking about both of their games and their scouting report. We're going to have to control those two guys if we want a chance to win tonight.
Okay, Coach, go get them. Go Trojans. Good to see you.
Yeah.
All right, and that was Coach Justin Norwood of the MDI Trojans. Brian now alongside Hermon Hawks head coach Mark Reed.
All right, Hermon head coach Mark Reed. Coach, home stretch right here. I know you're in a little bit of a losing streak, but not usual for you guys, but you're going to take one game at a time, and I'm sure you're going to have your guys ready tonight.
Well, yeah. We got a good team that came in tonight, and you got to make sure you take care of assignments and know what your responsibilities are. And we've had a stretch where we've had to make some adjustments, and we're still trying to figure it out. But we'll do the best we can every time we play.
You talk about adjustments, Coach. I don't think anybody makes adjustments better than you do at halftime. I watch your teams seem to always have very good third quarters and put a lot of emphasis on the locker room at halftime.
Well, I think it gives you kind of a time to collect your thoughts and refocus and figure out what you hadn't been doing well. And kids do a good job of paying attention, I guess, at halftime and coming out and making those adjustments. Coach good kids, and I'm pretty lucky that way.
And I'm sure you like the challenge. I know you're competitive, and you can still move up third place, I guess, heel points probably, and that would be a good spot to be in B, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. In the last week or so, my mindset's changed to just trying to figure out how we're going to get better right now. Obviously we've not having Isaac on the floor has changed us a little bit, and we're just trying to figure out what we got to do to get better every day. And I'll let the heel points take care of themselves at this point.
I know you'll be up for that challenge, Coach, and I'm sure you're working hard. So go get them. Go Hawks.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Hermon Hawks head coach Mark Reed. We'll take another break, get some ads in. When we come back, we'll finish up our Jay McLaughlin Construction pregame show here on WHOU and get set for our County Federal Credit Union starting lineups from Hermon High School, MDI versus Hermon, Class B boys. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on WHOU.
Outfit your vehicle for tough jobs with commercial truck body and accessories at Main Equipment in Hermon, Maine. At Main Equipment Company, we sell and install truck bodies, lift systems, garbage removal applications, and snow and sand spreading applications. Storage boxes and bed liners is also available. Call us at 207-848-5738. Dump bodies, hook lift hoists, truck bodies, sand and salt spreaders, rubbish packers. The right fit for your truck. The premier company in the state of Maine. Main Equipment Company.
Get a jump on your future by exploring your possibilities at Northern Maine Community College. The team of faculty and staff at NMCC will position you for a lifetime of success. With over 35 degree and certificate programs, including our newest offerings in water treatment technology, you will be amazed at how quickly your new skills will open a world of opportunity. Visit us online today at nmcc.edu. Northern Maine Community College. Succeed here.
Excellence at ground level is what you get with J. McLaughlin Construction in Holton. Founded in 2012, the company plans the construction of streets, residential areas, and commercial buildings, and they are involved in both public and private projects. Their high-quality work and many years of experience have earned them an excellent reputation and a loyal client base. Regardless of whether you need a detailed plan for a building or would like to build a road, J. McLaughlin Construction is your reliable partner for all your engineering needs. Call J. McLaughlin Construction at 532-6335 or 694-2546.
Nortrax is your John Deere construction and forestry equipment dealer for the entire state of Maine. Whether you're working hard in the woods or digging in the dirt, Nortrax has the new and used heavy equipment you need. Count on Nortrax for 24-hour parts and service support, plus around-the-clock machine monitoring with JD Link. Our service technicians, parts specialists, and product support technology reps are here to serve you. We stand ready as your John Deere construction and forestry equipment team in Maine.
All right, welcome back to Hermon High School as we are set and ready for our County Federal Credit Union starting lineups. As always, want to thank the County Federal Credit Union for their sponsorship and allowing us to bring these games to you on WHOU. We get set here, MDI coming in to square off against the home Hermon Hawks, and a game, as we touched on in the pregame, Brian, contrasting styles, and Hermon still trying to find their feet as far as getting the adjustments need be with the missing link of Isaac Browning.
Like I say, you would think that MDI would come out with a lot of fire and try to set the tone tonight here, and try to dump the ball down inside to Porter Isaacs. But Hermon makes good adjustments at halftime and seem to always play better in the second half at times. So I'm looking for MDI to come out strong here and see if they can set the tone.
Big game for both these teams. Hermon, with a win, can potentially bump up into the number 3 seed, and MDI obviously jockeying for position, trying to get into a home prelim, but also better their record and try and work their way up a little bit, maybe get a little bit better of a matchup. So as we get set for our starting lineups here, presented by County Federal Credit Union, and we will get the starters for the visiting MDI Trojans. Brady Renault. Jaden Henderson for the Hawks. Jack DeCorte for the MDI Trojans. Wyatt Gogan. Charlie Parker. Trey Brown for the Hawks. Nate Philbrook, Eli Reed for the Hawks, and to round out the starting lineups. First for the Trojans, it'll be Porter Isaacs, and for the home Hawks, it'll be Zach Tubbs. We'll see MDI in their road green and Hermon in the home whites. All right, as we're setting ready for tip-off from Hermon High School, the MDI in the road green, Hermon in their home whites.
I know Coach Norwood typically likes to play a big bench on MDI and get a lot of guys in and out to contribute and keep aggressive. And looks like Hermon's going to start a team made up of all juniors, Ryan. So, without Isaac Varney, you still got something to build on here with 5 underclassmen.
So tap will be up and going to be controlled by the Trojans. And just taking a brief look down to the bench, Brian, looks like MDI potentially without Ethan Merchant this evening, and been a starter the couple times that I've seen him. As quickly Philbrook to the glass, can't get it to go, and rebound ripped down by the Hawks.
Yeah, Merchant, one of their leading players, aggressive guard, and is he not dressed tonight, Ryan?
I do not see him, as Henderson's three is a little long, and offensive board controlled by Tubbs. So Hawks will look to work perimeter here. As Gogan on the drive is going to lose the handle and taken away by Parker. Parker to the glass. Count and one. Now Parker with an opportunity for a conventional three-point play.
Foul's going to go on Trey Brown. That's his first foul of the game.
Back iron on the free throw, and quickly out go the Hawks. As Gogan will slow it down here in the half court. MDI in the half court man. Motion offense leads to a Brown triple try, going to be left short. And looking to come ahead are the Trojans.
Sort of an unconventional offense for Hermon right there. Looked like almost a modified version of the flex offense, which is not the typical motion offense. So probably some trying to change a few things around to get going offensively.
Looks like a matchup 2-3 here by the Hawks. As inside, Philbrook's shot's going to be off, no good, and rebounded by the Hawks. As Henderson will come off the curl screen, kick corner. Gogan wants three, going to be into the hands of Porter Isaacs.
And Hermon, typically a man-to-man defensive team, wide open Charlie Parker from the left slot. He's going to hit a three right there.
And quick timeout going to be taken by Coach Mark Reed. 5-0 lead for the Trojans. We'll be back in 30 seconds on WHOU.
We all know a Aroostook County winter isn't much fun, but it can be with the right equipment. Holton Tire Company at 76 Myrna Street is your boss plow dealer and carries the King of Snow Aaron snowblowers. Full service department with parts in stock.
Steelstone Industries in Holton is your location for gravel, salt, sand, paving, and plowing. Groundwork materials of all kinds and equipment to move it. We now offer heavy equipment and truck repair at our shop on 289 Station Road in New Limerick. Call Steelstone Industries at 532-2675.
And back to Hermon out of the timeout. It'll be Hawks basketball as we see some man-to-man pressure in the backcourt put on by the Trojans. As we'll just see some token man pressure. And able to get across is Henderson. Hawks still looking to put their first points up on the board of the ball game. As Reed underneath, going to turn left hook, won't go, and Parker reels it in for the Trojans.
Again, Hermon left somebody wide open in that zone defense.
Isaacs inside, shot not going to go, and travel will be called.
If they're going to play zone, they got to be in the right spots here tonight, and they look like they're trying to take away Porter Isaacs' games down low tonight and make MDI beat them from the perimeter.
Well, going to be tapped, but quickly pulled back in by Henderson. And Reed looking to go back to Henderson, going to throw it away, and another turnover will give it to MDI.
Yeah, just miscommunication right there, and MDI brings the ball forward, and see how they're going to run their zone offense right here.
So they'll work the high-low in the short corner with Philbrook. Which DeCorte going to take a three-point try, partially blocked, and Gogan will come away with it. Now Brown outside as he'll set offense for the Hawks. Still looking to get on the board. Gogan to the bucket, won't go. Rebounded by Isaacs, and off and running are the Trojans. Renault baseline drive. He'll kick it out to Parker. He wants three, but that one's back iron. And we'll have a tie-up possession arrow in favor of the Hawks.
Tough man-to-man defense by MDI, and they go to the bench already. And we got some subs in the game right here. We have senior Will Hodgson in for the Trojans.
4:20 to play in the first quarter. 5-0 lead for MDI. Gogan out top. Hermon really stagnant around the perimeter, Brian. Aren't able to get anything going towards the basket.
Yeah, Gogan made a good move last time to the basket, but no one able to get by in the dribble drive here. Henderson making a good move right here, and he's going to get bumped inside. Well, they're going to call a travel right here.
And another turnover will give it back to MDI.
You know, Hermon averaging around 50 points a game, and with Isaac Varney averaging 18 on the bench, really throws a monkey wrench into their offense here. So some new look on offense here, but still haven't got a bucket yet.
Caden Lunt into the game for MDI as turned over into the hands of Gogan, and a holding foul will send him to the free throw line for a pair.
Good aggressive move by Wyatt Gogan. Steal. Straight line from end to end, and foul going to the basket. Looks like that's going to go on Caden Lunt.
And first free throw, nothing but net. And Gogan will look to complete the pair as he gets the Hawks on the board. Does just that. Gets it to a 3-point deficit, 5-2. 3:23 to play in the first quarter.
Gogan 6th in the Big East Conference in assists with 3.5 a game, and he's going to have to look to put some points up. And Lunt, not Lunt, that's Jack DeCorte, is that his name? He long three for MDI.
Like his stroke from the perimeter. Nothing but net there, and extends the lead for the Trojans.
I'm guessing we won't see Hermon stay in the zone for too long if it continues that way, Ryan.
Gogan, tough drive. Shot a little too strong, and Lunt gets it across the timeline for MDI. Hodgson inside out to Lunt. Good head fake. And Renault on the baseline drive. And we bumped and fouled. We'll go against Gogan.
Good ball movement right there by MDI. Not settling for the first look and moving the ball with good shot fakes, getting into the gaps of that Hermon zone.
Substitutions into the game. As we see Laurendale for the Trojans and Isaac Parent for Hermon. As we approach the 2.5-minute mark, ball is going to be tipped. Almost stolen away, but picked up by Laurendale in the backcourt. One skip pass, finds the hands of Laurendale, looking to go underneath, going to be kicked out of bounds by Reed. Last couple possessions, haven't really seen MDI shooting the gaps like they were there to begin the first quarter.
Well, they've replaced both of their inside pivot players, Eric Merchant and Porter Isaacs, who were running the high-low pretty efficiently. And so we have some subs in. We'll see how it goes right here.
Now they go inside out. Drive will find DeCorte to the glass for two. Nice little curl cut there by DeCorte, leads to the bucket. Increases the lead to 8 for the Trojans, 10-2. Gogan off the screen from Henderson. And out top it'll be Gogan as he looks to go to Reed.
Surprised to see Tubbs playing so far away from the basket, Ryan. Usually down inside, post player.
Reed just inside the arc. It's going to be off the glass and into the hands of MDI. Laurendale will skip to Lunt. Hodgson will find Renault for three. Going to be side iron, but offensive rebound for the Trojans. And it's going to be tipped and stolen away by Henderson. Henderson all the way ahead to Parent to the glass. Shot won't go. And hauling it in is Lunt. So we're under a minute to play in the first quarter.
Third rebound for Lunt already.
Laurendale inside to Hodgson for two. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Coach Mark Reed with 36.7 to play in the first quarter. Be a full one. We'll take it with him. We'll be back at 60 on WHOU.
TheCounty.me, your source for county-wide sports, including scores and highlights from the greater Holton, Presque Isle, and Caribou regions. We also are the source for all the latest daily news and community happenings for readers of the Holton Pioneer Times, the Star Herald, and the Aroostook Republican and News coverage area. Visit us now on the web at thecounty.me.
Nortrax is your John Deere construction and forestry equipment dealer for the entire state of Maine. We stand ready to serve all your new and used heavy equipment needs. Count on Nortrax for 24-hour parts and service support and around-the-clock machine monitoring with JD Link. Our certified technicians and parts specialists alongside our product support technology reps are here to serve you. We stand ready as your John Deere construction and forestry equipment team in Maine.
The strong start I was talking about earlier with Hermon and really playing solid man-to-man, token full court man-to-man pressure, but no trapping at all.
Gogan baseline drive, shot won't go, rebound did by Parker. Now MDI with a chance to increase this 10-point lead before the quarter break, and it's going to be lost out of bounds by Porter Isaacs.
Tough pass for the big man to catch. Not a good spacing right there, and the pass right at his ankles here. So
they'll come to Reed with 3 seconds, and a foul committed by Merchant. So 1.8 remaining in the quarter. And Hermon to inbound with less than 2 ticks on the clock. It'll come into Henderson, and shot's going to be partially blocked, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. After one complete from Hermon High School, it's MDI 12, Hermon 2. Be back in 1 minute on WHOU.
Aroostook Limousines and Ace Rent-A-Car get you there in style. Aroostook Limousines has 8 and 12 passenger limousines and a 20 passenger party bus for evenings out, proms, weddings, birthdays, concerts, whatever the celebration. Travel anywhere in state. And Ace Rent-A-Car specializes in insurance rentals and has locations in Presque Isle, Holton, and Patton at Savage Paint and Body. Ace offers everything from compact cars to vans. Ace Rent-A-Car. We do it right and we make it easy. Reach both businesses at 768-7368.
MMG Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school basketball. Founded in 1897 and based in Presque Isle, MMG has independent insurance agents across Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. MMG has recently received a national award in innovation, was recognized as the Maine Company of the Year by the Maine Insurance Agents Association, and again named among the best places to work in Maine. Find out more about MMG by visiting our website, mmgins.com. MMG Insurance, protecting your piece of the world.
From Hermon High School, MDI with the basketball and the 10-point lead. And just like that, make it 12 on the cut by Isaacs.
Hermon sticking in that zone defense, and good offensive set by MDI right there.
As in the corner, it'll be Tubbs, guarded by Isaacs. And pass is going to be stolen away by Laurendo. To the glass, leaves it short, rebounded by Merchant and stolen away by Henderson. Gogan going to be called for the player control on the drive.
And that'll be Gogan's second personal foul, third team on Hermon.
Philbrook took that one right to the chest, but also took a knee to the back of the head by Merchant. Good to see him up and moving around. So MDI will overload. Ball side with the high-low action. Philbrook to Laurendo, and he'll be called for steps.
6 turnovers already for MDI and 3 for Hermon. But the Hawks still trailing 14-2.
Pass will come in to Henderson. Across the timeline. Hermon looking to get some offensive spark here, as both their 2 points there in the first quarter coming from the free throw stripe. And another turnover will give it to MDI as we see substitutions in the game. Be Jacob Davis and Brown for Hermon. Far side will be Renault on the drive. One-handed runner in and out. And rebounded by Eli Reed. Davis top of the key. Brown will find Tubbs off the cut. They'll go inside to Parent. Parent turned drive and fouled with the body by Porter Isaacs.
Pretty good block right there. Good aggressive move by Isaac Perrin. He's going to go to the free throw line.
So Parent at the stripe. First free throw is going to be up and in.
Hermon perfect from the free throw line so far, Ryan.
And continues that. completes the pair and gets it down to a 10-point deficit, 14-4. 6 minutes to play in the half. Renault looking to go down inside. He'll find Philbrook just a little too far underneath. Offensive rebound for Isaacs, gets it up and in.
Just muscled his way to that basket, didn't even jump, and just chucked it back up with a nice soft left-handed touch, and he's up to 4 points. Leading scorer for MDI at 11 a game, also with 8 rebounds.
Very huge on the offensive glass for Coach Norwood is Isaacs. Davis will give it to Reed on the drive. Finds Davis, he'll step back and fire, shot up and in.
Might be the spark they need right there off the bench. Jacob Davis with a 3 from the left corner.
All tipped out of bounds, will stay with MDI. Philbrook will find Isaacs. Isaacs on the drive. Too strong, gets his own rebound though. Opportunity to Merchant, he's shot. Thought they were might go with the travel there, but get the foul before.
Travel or 3 seconds.
So foul will go on Reed, and Merchant will get 2 from the line. Dips and fires, gonna leave it short. And we'll see Lunt checking into the game for Parker. So Merchant looking to split the pair here.
67% free throw shooter.
Gets the second one to go. Hermon will get it to Davis as he gets into the half court. Run the screens on the base. Reed, top of the key, gets some separation. That time we're going to get a blocking foul called on Merchant.
That's a good call.
Initiated contact. We see DeCourte into the game for MDI and Trevor Smith for Hermon. Out of the box set. We'll find Eli Reed for 3. It's going to be off back iron and skying high as Philbrook. They'll kick it over to DeCourte. He wants another one. Guess what? Nothing but net.
2 beautiful arcing shots from the left-hand side.
Like his stroke over there from that slot, Brian.
Yeah, beautiful form, and being aggressive with his shot, wide open, makes Hermon defense pay right there.
Increases the lead to 13, and Tubbs looking to go right back at him and does.
I wanted to say something earlier. I think that's his first shot, Ryan, and they're going to need a little bit more out of Zach.
To back down to a 10-point deficit. Isaacs will kick to DeCourte. Good rip and go. One-handed runner partially blocked. And that time going to lose it out of bounds. And Hodgson will check into the game for Isaacs. .3:42 to play in the half. Ball will get inbounded here for the Hawks. Look to trim more into this 10-point deficit. And ball's gonna be tipped, stolen away. Renault gonna come away with it and gets it ahead to DeCourte. Corner 3, up and in.
Oh. They'll be getting him the ball keep it going in this first half.
Makes it 23-10, 13-point lead for the Trojans. Davis guarded by Renault, as it'll go to Brown. Under 3 minutes to play in the half. Brown balled up, finally gets it to Reed. Hermon looking to get this motion offense rolling. Try and get some offensive attack. Reed gets a little separation and gets the 5-foot arcing shot to go.
Tough baseline jumper right there.
DeCourte, another three.
That's his third this quarter, fourth overall.
Put him down for another, Brian.
Yeah, he's up to 14 points already.
26-12. 14-point lead for MDI. We now have 2 minutes to play in the half. Reed on the baseline, able to slip by, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound for Brown, won't go. Rebound pulled in by Reed. Ball's loose on the floor and finally picked up by DeCourte. Renault gets some separation, puts up the tray and hits. Well, it's raining threes for MDI.
4 this quarter, 6 overall tonight, and both them out to a 17-point lead.
18 out of the 29 from the arc. 29-12. Davis will find Tubbs. They'll go to Brown as he's looking to go underneath to Reed. Davis, good head fake and drive. One-handed runner won't fall. Rebounded by Hodgson. And up ahead come MDI. DeCourte wants another, but that one's going to be too long.
Might have been a deflection there, not sure. Eli Reed back in the play.
Leads to a Jacob Davis open three and connects.
We've seen him make some shots here before, Ryan, so he's come off the bench to give them a boost right here, and Coach Justin Norwood is going to get a 30-second timeout here.
Let's take it with him. 29-15, MDI on top. We'll be back in 30 seconds on WHOU.
This is Ben Adams from Priority Auto Sales. Listen, I know you've been seeing a lot of these orange plates around town lately, and trust me, I'm not just paying people to drive around in our vehicles all day. Every day we're selling cars, trucks, and SUVs. Why? It's simple. Discounted prices up front, great selection, and low pressure sales. We're simply not playing the games. We really are creating a new way to shop for a used vehicle. Check us out at yourpriorityauto.com and like us on Facebook. Priority Auto Sales, Route 1 in Holton.
All right, and back here at Hermon High School, 34.2 to play, MDI basketball. 29-15, the lead for the Trojans.
Look for him to go down inside to Isaacs right here.
Go in and out. DeCourte will find Lorando. He wants a three. That one's up and in. Davis across to half court. 10 seconds. Davis going to step into another triple try. That one's left short. Rebounded by Lunt. And that'll be the halftime buzzer. So after 2 quarters complete from Hermon High School, it's MDI 32. Hermon 15. We'll take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll have our Katahdin Trust Company halftime show here in 3 minutes on WHOU.
From kitchen excellence to building damage, owning your own restaurant comes with a lot of liabilities.
Among drivers, vehicles, and business property, there's a lot of exposure.
If our equipment fails, we know United Insurance has us covered.
For us, finding the right words for marketing campaigns is simple. Finding the right insurance is not. That's why it's nice to know United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
The United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
County Ag and Turf Supply is at its new home on 7 Dow Siding Road in Caribou, offering the same great service. Randy and Jerry are working hard to supply the county with the best products. They offer Blue Seal Feed, Sentinel, Inspire, and Dynasty and Triple Crown for your equine, Home Fresh Extra Egg and Multi-Flock Pellets, and Crumples and Mealworm for your poultry, Entrust Pet Food for your cat or dog, Minerals for your beef and dairy. They have feed for all your livestock. County Ag and Turf Supply also has wood pellets, lubricants, and of course, Willow the Blue Seal Rabbit on the premises. Stop by County Ag and Turf Supply today. We all know a Aroostook County winter isn't much fun, but it can be with the right equipment. Holton Tire Company at 76 Myrna Street is your boss plow dealer and carries the King of Snow Aaron snowblowers. Full service department with parts in stock. Steelstone Industries in Holton is your location for gravel, salt, sand, paving, and plowing. Groundwork materials of all kinds and equipment to move it. Steelstone Industries is your aggregate supplier. You can visit Steelstone Industries at 154 Steelstone Street in Holton.
At the Maine Baseball Academy, our top priority is to create an experience of advanced learning and skill development for all ages. The YMCA Indoor Turf Facility has many resources that we use to our advantage while developing young athletes. Our top-tier coaching staff includes Director of Operations Ryan Lincoln and John Fry, Searsport District High School, Cody Collins, Bangor Christian Schools, and Cam Archer, Old Town High School. Follow us on Facebook at Maine Baseball Academy or call today for more information.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
The County.me, your source for county-wide sports, including scores and highlights from the greater Holton, Presque Isle, and Caribou regions. We also are the source for all the latest daily news and community happenings for readers of the Holton Pioneer Times, the Star Herald, and the Aroostook Republican and News coverage area. Visit us now on the web at thecounty.me.
Halftime here as MDI in control, 32-15, 17-point lead at the intermission here on our Katahdin Trust Company halftime show. And Brian, MDI bringing it from the arc this evening.
Well, Hermon got down 12-2 in the first quarter, couldn't get anything going offensively, started to open up a little more in the second quarter, put up 13 points and a couple of three-pointers from Jacob Davis off the bench. One from Zach Tubbs, but MDI with 5 3-point shots in that quarter, 3 of them by Jack DeCorte. Maddox Lorendo with one, and Brady Renault with one right at the end of the second quarter. It extends the lead to 32-15 MDI Trojans, and Hermon sitting in that zone, continue to sit in it all quarter. Ryan, I'm surprised. I would look for them to come out of that zone in the second half if they're going to have any shot to win, but maybe they're going to rely on MDI not staying hot from the perimeter. On the season, MDI shooting only 27% from three-point land, and well over that tonight, I'm sure. I don't have the shot chart here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 threes in the first half.
I mean, obviously some missed rotations, but at the same rate, MDI just shooting the ball well from the perimeter, but I'm sure even with giving up 32 points in the half, you know, obviously, as we talk about all the time, Hermon really known for their defensive efforts, but Coach Reed obviously not going to be happy in the halftime locker room with the production offensively.
No, and typically they give up in the low 40 to 50 point range, give up 32 already in a zone, which is not typical of Hermon. So, like I said, I would expect them to come out of this. I know they're trying to put extra pressure on Porter Isaacs inside, but, maybe giving up a couple of twos as opposed to those three-point shots would get him back in the game a little bit quicker, down 17 right here.
And obviously, on the flip side, if you're Coach Norwood, got to be pretty happy going into the halftime locker room on the road at Hermon with a 17-point advantage.
Yeah, great ball movement on offense against the zone, and leaving perimeter players open on the outside and guys making their shots, playing good defense, taking care of the ball, rebounding. We had 7 turnovers in the first half for MDI to go against 5 for Hermon, so pretty evenly in the turnover matchup first half, and we'll have Hermon possession when we come out to start the second half, see if they can get going. As I talked in pregame, Coach Reed really, really good at making adjustments in the locker room at halftime. Also assisted by his dad, Roger Reed, with a world of experience at Bangor High School, and here as an assistant at Hermon High School. So we'll see what they come out with right here.
Well, why don't you go down through some of the scoring totals for us before we continue into our Katahdin Trust Company halftime show and get some chatter on the tournament.
Okay, for the visiting MDI Trojans, we have Brady Renault with 3, Maddox Lorendo with 3. We have Jack DeCorte with 14 in the first half. Eric Merchant, 1 point. Charlie Parker with 5 points to go along with 3 rebounds and a block. We have Will Hodgson with 2 points, 2 rebounds, and Porter Isaac with 4 points, 4 rebounds. Also, Caden Lunt didn't score in the first half, but doing a great job defensively and also with 4 rebounds. For the host Hermon Hawks, junior guard Jacob Davis off the bench with 6 points in the second quarter. We had Wyatt Gogan with 4, Isaac Parent with 4 off the bench, Eli Reed with 2, and Zach Tubbs with 3 to total 15 Hermon Hawk points.
So obviously, as we talked about in the pregame, touched on it a bit, MDI looking to jockey up in the standings for position. Hermon looking to try and get out of that 4-5-1 net and boost up into the 2-3. But obviously, everybody in Class B really chasing behind Caribou. But from, like we talked about in the last week of the regular season, Brian, what have you seen comparatively down through the rankings of Class B?
Well, you know, teams probably battling it out to get in that 2-3 slot to try to avoid, Ellsworth right now and Washington Academy. We also have Holton Hawks. Holton Shiatown is right behind the Hermon Hawks. And I believe at halftime, Hunter Flynn tells me that the Holton Shiatowners lead Presque Isle by 1 point. So they could move up considerably, maybe up near 4th if Hermon is unsuccessful tonight. And the first 4 teams get a bye into the tournament. So, 5-12 will be a matchup in the tournament. MDI making a push here at the end of the season. They'd like to get this one here. And a big game at home, I believe on Thursday night versus the number 2 Ellsworth Eagles. Fairly close game down at MDI, down at Ellsworth earlier in the year between MDI and Ellsworth able to pull away. But, Coach Norwood trying to get his team primed here at the end of the season to make a run into the tournament here.
Well, that's a huge game up in Holton, too, because if you look, Presque Isle right now clinging on to that 12th and final spot in Class B, and a win for them against Holton, seemingly looks as if it could potentially, finalize the bottom half of those standings.
Yeah, and, a win there would probably shoot them up maybe past Orono and knock Old Town back a little bit. They have a big game coming up on Thursday against Orono at Orono, and that's always a battle. And Belfast lurking behind. I know they have Maranacook and Mount View, and Maranacook number 2 seed in Class B South, so really potent team. I believe Belfast has them at home.
So, Katahdin Trust Company, our halftime sponsorship. Thank them, as always, once again, for allowing us to bring these games to you as we are set and ready, beginning the third quarter play from Hermon High School, as ball is going to be tipped out of bounds, but it will stay with the Trojans.
As I suspected, we have Hermon out here in man-to-man in the second half, and they'll go back to their staple defense here.
So we'll see DeCorte on the left-hand side. Look for them to try and go down into Porter Isaacs. We've seen them really play a lot of ball screen and roll with him out front, trying to get him some mismatches off the screens. But they'll go right underneath to Isaacs. Isaacs turn and fire, shot up and in. Just able to body his way to the basket there, Brian, and put it off the window.
Pretty good defense there by Zach Tubbs, and kind of deceiving with that left-handed shot is Porter Isaacs. Nice touch around the basket. He kissed that one off the glass and boost the lead up to 19.
Reed on the rip and go, count the bucket and 1. Is able to find the edge there, get to the glass, and now an opportunity at a conventional three-point play. Reed will dip and fire, and free throw is going to be up and in. Makes it 34-18. Favor of the Trojans. Renault looking for cutters on the right-hand side. Going to make a little drive on his own.
Looks like we might have a twisted ankle by Charlie Parker. It looks like he's up and okay. He's limping towards the bench, but doesn't look like anything too serious right there, Ryan.
Good to see him getting up and walking on as we see Phil Brook check in.
Parker, a smooth-looking sophomore guard for MDI. Really impressed with his play last year as a freshman. It's my first view at MDI, watching MDI this year, and he's still a talented-looking player there.
Nice drive by Phil Brook, going to lead to 2 from the stripe. And Phil Brook, a guy, the last couple games that I've seen him, Brian, playing against Orono and Ellsworth, a player that normally comes off the bench for Coach Norwood, starting here this evening, and just a smooth player around the basket and great court vision, able to get the edge there, and now a chance to hopefully split the pair here from the line.
You know, it seems like MDI every year has a guy that can play that 4 spot that's 6'1", 6'2", strong, able to get to the basket, can hit that mid-range shot, and looks like Phil Brook's the guy right here. He makes the second shot.
As Hermon will inbound. And Davis gets it across. In the corner, 2 Tubbs. Probably had a little bit of a lane there to the basket. And looking to go inside to Reed. Henderson going to throw it away. And turnover will go to MDI.
I think Coach Reed just said something to Tubbs, wants him, I think, to get a little more aggressive offensively, and they're going to need him to score. And he's got a nice touch around the basket also.
Good backdoor cut by DeCorte. Shot won't go. Offensive rebound for Isaacs won't go. Tapped around, finally picked up by Reed.
Nice play in the post by Zach Tubbs right there. Looked like he took a charge and didn't get a call there.
Henderson in the corner to Gogan.
Great hedging on the screens by the MDI defense right here, hedging and recovering.
Reed picking up the dribble. Like to see him kind of shoot that shot there, Brian. He's got a good amount of space, and I like his touch from the perimeter. Tubbs corner 3 won't go, and rebound pulled in by Lunt.
Yeah, I think missed a couple of shots in the first half, and maybe took a little bit out of psyche. You know, took a little bit out of his psyche right there, and looking for a better shot for his team.
Renault working on Davis. Phil Brook, tough drive, shot up and in.
Wow.
Rise and fire. Little 6-foot pop gonna go. Increases the lead for MDI. It'll go to Gogan in the corner on the drive. Stop and go. It's gonna be too strong, and Renault gonna push right-hand side. And we'll get a holding foul called on Davis, and we'll get some substitutions in for both clubs.
Got a couple of scores here. Jonesport Beals boys over Machias 43-20 at the half. Girls basketball, we had Hamden 53, Bangor 41 final. Dexter boys 45, Central 35, end of the third quarter. And that looks like Jack DeCorte with a 2-point basket right there for the Trojans.
Pass ahead to Parent. Davis balled up, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Lunt.
Dexter Boys victorious over Central 63-46. Boys basketball, Bangor leading undefeated Hermon 50-26 at the half. Not Hermon, Hamden. Those are all unofficial, by the way.
Kick out Reed for three, in and out, no good. And rebounded by Lorendo. Long skip pass, finds Lunt. Gonna put it on the deck and drive. Now Renault on the drive. Good find to Hodgson on the left block. Wheels it out. Lunt gonna step into a three-point try off iron. Another offensive rebound. DeCourte free throw line pops off, no good. Rebound won't go. And Tubbs pulls it away. Ball's going to be tipped and stolen away. MDI with it. Hodgson, pull-up pop, won't go. And going to be fouled across the arm by Eli Reed. 2:53 to play in the quarter.
Hodgson giving MDI some good energy off the bench when Porter Isaacs heads there to get his rest. And first free throw is in and out, line drive free throw, and he's going to get a second one. Right here we have Eric Merchant entering the game for Jack DeCourte to give him a rest. DeCourte goes out with 16 points.
Also see Trevor Smith in for Hermon. Second free throw off, no good, and rebounded by Reed.
Eli's fifth rebound of the evening. No switching going on here by the MDI defense. Really good hedging and recovering.
And reach and foul called on MDI here. So we'll see baseline out of bounds. Davis to Smith.
Really solid looking defensive set here by Trojans.
Gogan pull up pop. Going to be left short, and now Parker brings it ahead.
Good to see Parker back on the floor for MDI.
Merchant able to save it inbounds. Good defense there by Gogan. Able to get it to Lunt on the drive. Puts it up, won't go. Rebounded by Reed, stolen away by Hodgson. Parker gonna step into a three off iron, and rebounded by Gogan. Reed inside. Going to be fouled on the drive, and we'll get two free throws coming.
Merchant's fourth right now, and see Coach Justin Norwood get Jack DeCourte back up and probably coming in for Merchant. Reed misses the front end of his two shots.
See Henderson check into the game as well. Second free throw up and in. .123 to play in the corner. 20-point lead for MDI. So they look to add to that here. And going to be lost out of bounds, but it will stay with MDI.
MDI really doing a great job in the offensive glass now in this third quarter, and able to keep possession down here. Some aggressive rebounding action.
And Lunt be called for steps, and turnover will give it to the Hawks. So So trailing by 20, Hermon will look to try and chip into that here. And Smith up top to Gogan. Corner shot by Parent, going to be left short. And rebound pulled in by Parker. Corte kicks it out. He wants 3 and connects.
His first basket.
Makes it 42-19.
First 3 of the third quarter by MDI.
And 28 seconds to play in the quarter. Inside Henderson will go to Smith. Baseline pop up and in. Now with 13 seconds, looks like MDI will get last shot here of the quarter. Leads to a Lunt 3-point try. Off iron, but an offensive rebound, Laurendeau. Parker, baseline pop, one-handed runner won't go. Rebounded by Gogan, and shot not off in time, and that'll end the third quarter of play. So after 3 complete from Hermon High School, it's MDI 42, Hermon 21. Be back with fourth quarter action in 1 minute on WHOU.
Lincoln Power Sports is the leading ATV, snowmobile parts, accessories, and outdoor equipment dealer in Lincoln. Whether you're looking for the latest new products from BRP, Can-Am, Skidoo, or today's best clothing and accessories, we've got it. It's no wonder riders and customers trust Lincoln Power Sports for ATV and snowmobile service and installation of parts and accessories. Stop by our store or browse our extensive online catalog from anywhere in the world. Call 207-794-8100. We would love to hear from you.
All right, back to begin the fourth and final frame here in this one. MDI basketball, as they hold a 21-point advantage. And outscored Hermon in that quarter 10-6. And turnover there gives the ball to the Hawks.
Going to see some full court extended pressure right here by MDI right now. It's just straight man-to-man, no trapping. Going to make Hermon work 84 feet.
Hermon looking to get some offensive firepower going here, some defensive stops, and get right back into this one. Tubbs wants a corner triple try, won't go. Another rebound for Parker. 5 on the night for him. Isaacs pass. Corner 3, DeCourte. Off, no good. And a foul and rebounding action. See who it's going to go against. It'll be against Porter Isaacs, I believe.
Yep. That's true. His second. 5 team fouls on MDI. Isaacs getting aggressive down on the baseline, and he's a guy you don't want running into you down there.
Henderson to bring it up for Hermon. Inside Reed, gonna pull up, hits his nut shot, and gets it down to 19. Triple handoff on the perimeter. Philbrook, free throw line, pop, banks it home.
His fifth point today.
Wonder what his bank is. If you ask Tony McKim, I'm sure it's First National. 44-23. And on the drive, scoop shot by Henderson won't go, but he'll end up at the free throw strike.
Textbook rip and go by Henderson on the ball reversal, and Almost finished it at the rim, scoop right-handed shot, but he gets fouled. He's going to get 2 at the foul line.
Free throw rolls off, no good. Second free throw off iron and rebounded by Isaacs. MDI pulls ahead. And ball going to be stolen away by Henderson. Henderson to the glass. Shot won't go. Rebounded by Parker as he'll race ahead. Parker puts up a shot, leaves it short, and rebound by Jaden Henderson. Good contest going on up in Holton. Brian Presque Isle 39, Holton 38. And that one in the fourth quarter, as it just started with a little over 7 minutes to play in the game.
Wow. Friends up in the county must be enjoying that one, and that's a battle for Presque Isle. They really need to get that game.
Philbrook on the drive, shot won't go. And in shooting action, what did they call it on?
I think that's going to go on to Corte, and
be 1-1. As you talked about, that being a huge game for Presque Isle, that could almost, guarantee them an in into the playoffs. Trey Brown in the game for Hermon. Gogan shot up and in. I'll have a chance at another here. And that one up and in as well. 44-25. On the double team, a timeout going to be taken by Coach Norwood. Be a 30. We'll take it with him. We'll be back in 30 seconds on WHOU.
Out here, builders choose Advantech products to provide a durable base that helps prevent bouncing and warping. So in here, you can enjoy the beauty of luxurious finished floors without worrying about pops, squeaks, or creaks. Because out here, and in here, there's no better sound than the peace and quiet that comes from Advantech products. The flat-out best for a quiet, stiff floor.
At Hermon High School, 44-25 our score. MDI with the basketball, 5:20 to play in this contest. The MDI basketball.
Coach Norwood talked about getting post touches for Isaacs, and this would be a good spot to go to him right here.
Look at you. Did you buy your lottery ticket?
I did.
Be close to a 5-second call. I was going to say it's got to be close to coming. There's Mr. Raymond right on top of it.
10th MDI turnover of the evening, and 8 for Hermon right now. And again, we're going to see some extended straight man-to-man pressure by MDI.
Henderson across the timeline. Underneath 5 to play in this one. Trey Brown will get it to Reed. Reed back to Brown. He wants 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Renault.
A lot of tough shots for Hermon that look like they're going to go, and just haven't fallen tonight.
Parker's pass going to be stolen away by Henderson. Henderson to the glass. And going to be fouled across the arm by Renault.
Renault made a great recovery the last time, almost an identical situation, and was able to stop Henderson at the rim, but this time Henderson had a better angle and gets fouled across the arms.
So Henderson with 2 free throws here. First one going to connect.
And that's his first point of the evening.
Looks to go 2 for 2 on this trip. We'll do just that. Mark him in, and we'll take a timeout with it. 44-27. MDI in control, 4:26 to play. We'll be back in 30 seconds on WHOU.
That's a crushing loss. They're
not going to Florida this year.
The home team can always win the game. The County Federal Credit Union, partnering with you to achieve financial success so you can enjoy the moments that matter. CountyFCU.org.
All right, and back here in Hermon on WHOU, 4:26 to play in the final frame here, 44-27 our score.
Got some full court pressure by Hermon right here, and it's going to be straight man-to-man. We'll see if they get some trapping out of it. Nope.
No, that not a good spot to be in there. Able to get away from it and gets it to Parker. And ball's going to be stolen away once again by Henderson. Henderson kicks to Reed, 4-3, banks it home.
That's his first three of the evening, and he's a 37% three-point shooter.
Gets it down to 14, 44-30. Philbrook on the drive, shut off. Renault rip and go, and gonna get a traveling violation. She's Lunt checking in for MDI. Hermon can go down and score here, Brian. Momentum may be starting to change.
Yeah, Hermon's starting to get some action going here. Could be a little late in the game, 3.5 minutes left and still down by 14.
Reed with it on the baseline drive. Ball's going to be loose. Picked up by Gogan. Gogan to the glass. Too strong. And DeCourte on the outlet going to slow it down in the half court. Renault drive. Ball loose. And tie up. Arrow in favor of Hermon.
There's the stop you're talking about right there, Ryan.
Get the stops defensively, Brian, but got to convert on the offensive end. Time is not your friend.
2 timeouts for Hermon left, and MDI was still with 3.
Tubbs inside, too strong, and Trey Brown going to be called over the top.
Only the 4th Hermon foul right there, team foul, second on Trey Brown.
Not a bad foul there, Brian.
No.
Aggressive going to the basket, stops the clock either way. Trying to make something happen late in the game. Philbrook gets it in to Renault. And now we'll get a hand check on Henderson.
Yeah, looks like Hermon's going to play the clock game now and try to stop it as long as we're under 3 minutes right now. Still down 14. Still have another foul to waste on the floor before they put MDI in the bonus for 5 team fouls for Hermon.
Pass will come in to Lunt. Lunt on the drive, kicks it to Renault. And a 2:50 to play in this one. Philbrook. And foul called on Parent.
Next one will put MDI in the bonus. Hermon already in the bonus.
Box set for MDI. Pass able to get it in. Gonna say good spot to be doubled, and Hermon would have had a wide open layup, but Reed stepping on the sideline. Good spot to double, just couldn't get it in bounds.
Yeah, Coach Norwood not happy with his team's execution in his 4th quarter right here.
Over the top pass, gets into the hands of Isaacs. And that foul will put MDI in the bonus with 2:33 to play in this one.
First one goes.
Second free throw up and good as well.
Lunt, 80% free throw shooter, so that's the guy that MDI wants on the line.
Gogan on the drive, and blocking foul called on Philbrook. So it'll be a 1-and-1 for Gogan with 2:23 to play, trailing by 16.
And, MDI doesn't want to put Hermon on the foul line right now and stop the clock. But they did just that.
Gogan's shot front ironed and pulled in by Isaacs. Renault. Dribble handoff to Corte. MDI will stay perimeter. Bottled up is Philbrook.
Nice move.
Inside. Good move by Renault. Tell you what, he's got a quick first step, Brian.
Yeah, he's had a solid floor game for MDI, and point guard able to shadow Jaden Henderson all over the court tonight.
And now we get a tie up. That one going to go over to MDI.
Yeah, right into the hands of Porter Isaacs right there, and he's going to win that battle of the strength.
Renault, right-hand side. And ball's going to be loose, kicked around, finally picked up by Reed to Gogan. Gogan, left to right, too strong, going to be fouled, and we'll go to the stripe for two. So 1:31 to play. And Gogan's free throw is going to be off, no good. As we see substitutions for MDI. As we see Grady Wellman-Webster. I apologize, but we don't have a number 52 in our program. I don't know if you can find that someplace, Brian, but not even on their JV roster, so we apologize for that. There's number 52 in for MDI. And now a foul going to be called. So we see Lunt going to go to the free throw line. .122 to play.
I said plus 80% free throw shooter on the line right now, and he's 3 for 3, and all of them nothing but net.
So we see Hodgson checking in. Merchant will come in for the shooter here. Lorando checks in as well. Free throw off, no good. Gogan comes away with it. Davis to Gogan. He'll pull for three. That one's up and in. Gets it down to 15, 49-34. Good defense by Gogan. Wellman-Webster's pass going to be stolen away. Reed in transition, going to stop, pull for three. In and out, no good. Rebound tipped and hauled in by the Trojans. And foul committed by Davis. Will send Lorando to the free throw line with 41.1 remaining.
About Foxcroft Orono, you say they play tonight?
Yep.
Do we have a score on that at all?
I have not seen one, no. See if I can get
score on Foxcroft Orono.
Free throw, nothing but net. And checking in for Hermon is Xavier Jelks. Second one good as well.
Gate both.
Jelks to Reed. Reed, good head fake, and gets to the glass for two. Makes it 51-36. Hodgson to the cutting Wellman-Webster. Shot blocked and lost out of bounds, so it'll stay with MDI. 19.6 remaining as MDI going to up their record to 8-9 as Hermon will fall to 11-6. Long inbound will come in to Merchant with 15 seconds left. Ball tipped. And stepping on the end line, ball will be turned over to the Hawks with 7.8 remaining. Jelks across the timeline with 3 seconds. And Reed at the horn, going to be off, no good. And that'll be the end of this one. MDI with the road 51-36 victory. We'll take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll have post-game interview here on WHOU.
Don't get flush traded. Get Rick Hannigan Plumbing and Heating to handle all your pipes. Master Plumber Rick is ready to get your pipes back in action. Give Rick a call today at 538-7131 and like him on Facebook.
Scoville Building Supplies may be a little store, but it's a whole lot more. You can find most anything you need at Scoville Building Supplies: plumbing, painting, lumber, windows, or doors. Everything you will need for your construction, remodeling, updating, or building. Call Scoville Building Supplies today at 425-3192.
It's never too early to start planning for your future, whether that means protecting your family with life insurance, college planning, or starting to save for retirement. I want to help you get started.
Regardless of your age, it's important to start planning for your financial future now. And as you inch closer to retirement, it's important for you to protect your assets, your retirement income, and your family.
Thompson Hamel has many tools available to help you chart your course on your financial roadmap. Thompson Hamel, LLC. Your family, your future.
All right, and welcome back on WHOU as MDI comes away with a 51-36 victory. And in the scoring column, we had Caden Lunt finished with 3, 6, 7 points. Laurendo finished with 4. Jack DeCorte 16. Eric Merchant 1. Charlie Parker 5. Nate Philbrook 5. Will Hodgson with 2. And Porter Isaacs with 6 for a total of 51 points. And Brian is alongside our post-game guest. Let's send it down to him.
Okay, I'm with our post-game player of the day at MDI's Jack DeCorte. Jack, great game today.
Yeah, it was awesome. Good team win.
Yeah, our 51-36 win for MDI and moves you up to 8-9 on the season. Looks like, depending on the Foxcroft-Orono score tonight, you could move up to 9, and now you have eyes on Ellsworth.
Yeah, that was a huge win. We really needed it to stay in the running for playoffs, and now we just got to get ready for Ellsworth.
Okay, Hermon come out on a zone tonight. Were you expecting that? And probably trying to shut down Porter Isaacs in the post, and you really took over. You had 4 threes in the first half.
Yeah, I've never seen a zone from Hermon at all, and we've been working on our zone offense, so it all came together. My teammates got the ball to me. I shot it when I was open. Porter made some finished layups, and good team win.
Yeah, you really your stroke really looked good from outside, and that set the tone for you guys in the first half. And fourth quarter, a few turnovers here. What was Coach Norwood saying?
He was saying we can turn it over as long as we're trying to make plays. We can't have any just passing it and turning it over. We got to be trying to make plays if we're gonna have turnovers.
Okay, player of the game, Jack DeCorte. Unofficially, I hit you with 16 points, and good luck. I know you guys will be looking for a talented Ellsworth team on Thursday night.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, go get them.
All right, so that was our post-game player of the game, and Jack DeCorte for the victorious MDI Trojans. And we went down the MDI scoring column, and for Hermon, Jacob Davis finished with 6, Jaden Henderson with 2, Wyatt Gogan 9, Isaac Parent 4, and Eli Reed with 13 for a total of 36 points. And MDI defeats Hermon by a score of 51-36 in this one. Our next game will be back on Thursday as we have Old Town and Orono boys. But be sure to quickly switch over to our other stream as Holton trails Presque Isle 54-53 with 8 seconds to play, and it'll be Holton basketball out of the break. So 54-53, Presque Isle up by 1 on Holton with 8 seconds left. So be sure to check over to our other stream to catch the end of that one. And Brian, a 51-36 victory here for MDI.
Yeah, as Jack DeCorte said, hasn't ever seen a Hermon team play a zone, and tonight they tried it. I know they did it one time to me at Old Town when we were undefeated, and they turned the tables on us with zone. Never expected Hermon to play it, but MDI really moved the ball well, played solid defense, got ahead in the game, and never looked back.
So some final scores: Orono over Foxcroft 75-49, Bangor over Hamden 80-54, and Presque Isle with the 1-point lead as they just got the go-ahead bucket, and 54-53. Presque Isle up by 1 with 8 seconds to go in that one, and a Presque Isle win could obviously shoot them right up and really almost can solidify the bottom half of the standings.
Yeah, I think with that win by Orono also will help them move up. They'll move up, and I think depending on what Belfast does down the bottom of the bracket, in Old Town in 13th right now might be left out of the mix.
Well, Holton just went ahead in that one against Presque Isle. Keegan Geno went the length of the floor and now is attempting a conversion of a 3-point play, which would give them a 2-point lead with 4 seconds to go in that one. So.
Yeah, he's had a great year and great 4-year career at Holton and 1,000-point scorer, do-all guy for the Shire Towners. So no doubt there, but it looks like that game was over, is it?
4 seconds to go in that one, and be Presque Isle ball out of the timeout, trailing by 1. So let's give you viewers a chance to get over there, check that one out. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll be back Thursday for Old Town versus Orono. For Brian McDormand, Hunter Flynn on the camera, Olivia producing back at the studio, I'm Ryan Lincoln, MDI 51, Hermon 36. Thanks for tuning in this evening on WHOU.